started the fire.
Yes, the fire rises.
How come you don't want me, man?
I have failed this city.
Today we face the monsters that are at our door and bring the fight to them. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. This day we fight! That's how winning is done.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Night Feature. Our once a month, we're talking about some of the greatest movies ever and none of the filler. I am Nick Phoenix, your humble host, and joining me on this crusade is my good pal Jason Ingram.
Hey guys, good to be here. Sadly, it's because of me that I goofed. We're a little bit late. You may hit me with a hammer if you need to.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yes. Like Jason said, we're having some technical difficulties, but we got it all sorted out. Won't be a problem next time. But yeah, we are reviewing the what should be a classic Titan AE. So I've had this movie for a while. I think I got it for Christmas in like the early 2000s, and it's just a gosh darn good movie. Jason, I believe you saw it for the first time a few days ago.
Yeah, I've known about it for years, but since its release, I've been avoiding the movie like it was the plague, even though I've heard it's good. I don't know why. Call it my early adulthood stupidity, or just being pure laziness. I have no excuse.
Fair enough. Yeah, this was, I think, the last 2D animated film by 20th Century Fox Animation. And like Fox Animation had a glorious run through the 90s. It was basically a continuation of Don Bluth Studios. Like they basically just hired Don Bluth, like the guy who did like Secret of NIMH, Fievel, and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So you got films like Anastasia, and this. I don't think Don Bluth had anything to do with this movie, but yeah, this film, it's a glorious mix of 2D and 3D, and it's got a really interesting premise.
That's the one thing that I noticed about it. It is really good 2D and 3D animation, which is weird. Usually you get one that is bad and then the other is good in a setup like that.
Yeah, like you can obviously tell it's like kind of like late 90s CG, but for the art style of the movie, it kind of works, I would say.
It holds up, which is ironic. It holds up.
Yeah, I think like the low tech of I can hear your stuff, bro. Yeah. But yeah, like the low tech of the CG kind of meshes well with, kind of gives it like a cell shading kind of look. It meshes well with the art style of the movie is what I'm trying to say. And oh my god, the soundtrack. The soundtrack kicks so hard. Oh gosh. Jason, what was probably your favorite song in the movie?
I can't really say. I liked the intro. I'll say that much because it gets you, and it kind of doesn't leave my mind. I'll say that one.
Fair enough. Mine is probably "It's My Time to Fly" because it comes at like a really interesting moment in the movie where Kale and Corso are kind of starting to bond. It's like one of those like highs before the lows. Which, by the way, spoilers for a 20-year-old movie. By the way, we're not holding back here. It's really sad because like you get this really nice bonding moment where like you can kind of hear the pain in Corso's voice, and then like I think it's like the next scene afterwards, you see him arguing with the Dredge, and it makes the betrayal hit so much harder.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna admit even though I recently saw it, I don't remember much. But it's kind of interesting how it follows similar beats to what's that other space piratey kind of movie? Not quite the same.
You want I mean something like from Disney around the time, like Treasure Planet?
Yeah, that's it. Treasure Planet. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
It's not exactly Treasure Planet because they're not searching for the same thing. Give me a minute. I gotta kill my phone.
Oh, I will say I do approve of Jason Ingram's choice of ringtone. Kit's calling.
I'm sorry, folks. I keep getting phone calls from people pretending to be the U.S. government. I don't buy it. Sorry. No.
What you guys don't realize is Jason Ingram is actually a secret agent, and
Mhm.
this is just his cover.
Yep. This is completely coverage. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, Disney animation in like the early 2000s is kind of like this weird, weird thing that people don't really talk about. But yeah, that's not the way. That's way beyond the subject of this. But Jason, who would you say is your favorite character? Hood Ring caught it too.
Yep. The my favorite character is the female lead character. That I like her.
Akima, voiced by what's her name? She got a Drew Barrymore. I got Drew.
Mhm.
Yeah. This has a let's see here. Treasure Planet creators have been pitching to Disney for years. Titan E was finally with Disney to give them the green light. Oh, okay, that's an interesting thing. By the way, I've never actually seen Treasure Planet or Atlantis: The Lost Empire. That's something we might have to review at some point because I've never actually seen them, but I hear they're really good.
I actually watched Atlantis Treasure Planet for two reasons. I've been obsessed about Atlantis since I was around 7 to 9 years old. I forget when.
Well, if I ever review the movie, you're welcome to be here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got a star-studded cast. This is
Yeah.
movie has a star-studded cast. Like I would mention Drew Barrymore, the main lead. Kale is played by Matt Damon. Garcelle is played by Bill Pullman. Just every actor is just notable or whatever.
Yeah.
My favorite character is probably Goon. Goon's your daddy, which is played by John Leguizamo.
All the characters were good characters.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah. What's funny is a lot of the characters like kind of fell into like the Firefly archetypes because like I think like Kale and Corso are kind of like the Mals. You got your mechanic, which was played by Jeannie Garofalo. You got the mercenary with like questionable loyalty, played by Nathan Lane. Oh my god, I wish Nathan Lane would play some army villains more. He's actually very good at it.
Yeah. There are a lot of characters that were really good that ironically they don't make characters like that anymore. They really don't.
Yeah.
They pretend to. They have the same archetypes, but they don't land the same. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, and like this film is kind of like what I think of when I think of like actual girl power. It's like, yeah, you got female characters in there, but they're just female characters doing their thing. They're not like like Akima. Yeah, she's a badass, but like she's not more badass than Kale. You know, she has some. You know.
Exactly. They're a badass because they're a badass because they've been through stuff, not because I'm a woman, therefore I'm a badass.
Yeah. My favorite, one of my favorite moments is they rebuilt the Phoenix or whatever, which you know.
I see the play.
And when they light it up, and it's like, should I get out and push? Like, I love the sarcasm there.
Yeah. It's kind of played off the this is a Mass Effect 2 reference, but it is one. Shepard's talking to the pilot and he's like, I won't even let him see the taillights. It's very rare to see a play like that on words for cars for starships. Or I haven't noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird he's so far removed from vehicles. But you talk about Mass Effect. Like, I could see a lot of Mass Effect. Like, this is like 5 years before 6 years before Mass Effect. But I'm just gonna say, if it came out that one of the Mass Effect creators saw this movie and it influenced Mass Effect, I would believe it, because I feel like there's some influence there, because like there's a lot of the stuff in this movie that feels like it influenced, like the Dredge feel kind of similar to the Reapers.
Yeah, they do. The Dredge do feel like the Reapers because of their destructive nature.
Mhm.
Everyone's running away from them. Say for the the main kid, he's not. Well, I mean, he's running away from him at first, but that's because he was a little boy when they struck. And then towards the midpoint of the movie, he starts fighting back, which is interesting.
Yeah, and like the final solution, which phrasing, bad choice of words. Because like they need to power the Titan, which is an Earth creation machine. The batteries are dead. He's like, the Dreads, they're pure energy, so we're just gonna drain their entire civilization to fuel our batteries. It's one of those, like, they're the final villains. It's a great thing, but it's kind of messed up. So they genocide an entire race to fuel the battery. Like,
Yeah, that's one of those. You're committing a horrible crime for a power source. Okay, yeah, that works.
mm-hmm.
But hey, I've seen worse solutions. I've actually seen worse solutions in movies.
Yeah, Corso is an interesting character, and the really sad thing about him is he's kind of a very realistic character, because given the circumstances, Earth is gone. Was literally blown up in the first 5 minutes of the movie. By the way, that's just an amazing sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will have to agree with that.
But like, he's like, humanity's gone. It's circling the drain. So he's just trying to grab what he can. Like, that is a very human response. Like that is not like some abnormal like thing. It's a very like understandable kind of reaction. Yeah.
Yeah. His reaction, humanity's reaction in general in that movie is actually par for the course for what a species would do if somebody's about to destroy their planet.
Yeah, and it's really like I feel like this film is really unique in the way that like humanity in sci-fi films, like, oh, we're humanity, we're on the galactic stage, we're awesome. This puts humanity on the back foot, because like there's not that many of us, they're kind of discriminated against. Like, it kind of puts us in a wholly different like light. Like, yeah, we're gung ho, we're still thing, but like there are creatures who can beat us up, who can all do all this stuff to us, and like, we're kind of it's really interesting, and
it is.
It's an idea. Like, honestly, you could do an entire 7-season sci-fi show based off this concept.
Yes. And that's kind of the when you said that, you're right. Somebody who made Mass Effect had to see that, because the one series I know like the back of my hand, Mass Effect, starts out that way. Humanity is on the back foot. They are not the best species in the repertoire.
But even in Mass Effect, they kind of get like humanity kind of gets like a jump start. Like they get to go to the front of the line of species a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was about to say. But in this one, no, we're just screwed minute one. And I've never seen a sci-fi movie that is not Terminator related that puts humanity on the back foot.
Mm-hmm.
With Terminator, humanity is on the back foot because of our own creation.
Yeah.
But this one,
what I would like to see is, I would like to see a movie or a novel set in this universe 500 years after the creation of Earth. Like, I want to see how the universe is after humanity has reestablished itself on, spoiler alert, Planet Bob, which is one of my favorite jokes.
Mhm.
I love how on Twitter it's like, what would you name this planet? I name it Bob. I like how in the comments there's always like a few people who get my joke, and that makes me happy.
Yeah. Yeah, that now I'll get it after seeing the movie, but yeah. It would not surprise me if one of the things I watch on YouTube is Planet Discovery, the scientists looking through all the satellites we have now that are doing it.
Yeah.
They have Susan Star or stuff like that. But when we find our first Earth-like planet, we need to name it Bob. I'm sorry. We just need to name it Bob.
Yes, we do. But yeah, like I was saying, I really want to see like a novel or TV series or a movie set 500 years in the future and see like what humanity is like. Like, have we become another empire spanning, Terran Empire, or are we a part of the universe, or are we just on our planet doing our thing? Maybe defending from threats every now and then. Ships coming off, but like it would be really interesting. I think really cool concept to explore.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be that bad of an idea. I've always seen what's the world going to be like in 50 years? 50 years is almost easy to guess, kind of, but not really. 500.
Well, yeah.
That's a blank slate.
Yeah, 50 years, we can make some reasonable extrapolations. 100 years, it gets a bit sketchy. Anything after that, it's just go wild.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why certain movies, TV series, things like that are all like Mass Effect is 189 or 2189, which is what, 100 and some odd years.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know the Mass Effect lore better than I do, but I think the thing that jump started it is they went back to the moon and they found Prothean technology on the moon, and that's what kind of jump started humanity.
Almost. We went back to the moon, then from the moon we went to Mars, and on Mars we found the Prothean space station that the Protheans used to observe us. That's what we found, and that's where all our technology of Mass Effect fields, all that's where we discovered all of that. And then from there we went to Plato. No, it is Pluto, the planet,
because that's where the Mass Effect relay for Earth is, right outside of Pluto.
Exactly. And then we got into a debate. This is within Mass Effect. The debate was, do we blow up the Starlink, the Mass Effect, or do we use it? Well, because you've done Mass Effect 2, you know what destroying the the Starlink will cause. It would have blown up planet Earth. Kind of glad we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But this series that you got me to watch, this movie, is actually worse off than that, which is weird. Again, like you said, humanity's on the back foot. Because in Mass Effect, we're kind of got a foot in, but...
Well, the thing is, humanity aren't the top dogs, but they have a seat at the table. That's basically Mass Effect.
Yeah, that's basically Mass Effect. We're the ones walking up. Can I get another bowl, please, sir? And they're like, no.
Pluto is a planet. I will not hear any other slander.
Yes, Pluto is a planet. I will hear no other slander.
All right, so here's another thing. Jagan says, problem is the available asteroid belts in the green zone of suitable stars, and how long the Titan can store energy required before using it. And if you're talking about like the creation sequence, I actually do find it kind of genius that like they had hidden the Titan in like this ice belt, because that allowed them to store large amounts of water, and because like hiding where they hid the Titan was actually kind of genius, because it hid it very well. but it had all the materials for a planet right there. And gotta plug in the headphones here.
Been there.
1 second. Okay, I'm back. How you doing, Jason?
Doing good. Was taking a snack bite. That's why it took a while.
That's fine. That's fine.
But yeah, that
Share your food, buddy.
that planet saving moment, or rather planet starting moment, let me get it right,
Mm-hmm.
was interesting. Because I was honestly going through that whole movie thinking, oh, they're just going to find a planet where they're stored. Nope. Not even close. Not even. The fight scenes had some ups and downs. But I wasn't really suspecting that to go that way. Especially after the first time you see this species take an action. They just wipe humanity out.
Right. Yeah, like here's like the kind of like the CG and yeah, it meshes really well, I would say. Also, I love how humanity is saved by him just completing the circuit with the gun. That is kind of funny. Yeah, I am also just kind of clipping through this because
Yeah. It's kind of funny that it's
but
just
yeah,
clipped.
here's the creation sequence. But yeah, this sequence is really good. Very, very well done. Jason confirms it flew like, but here's the other thing. Like, there's some kind of implications. So the Titan was built on Earth by Kale's father, and it's like they knew the dredge was coming. So they built this because they knew the dredge was going to blow up the Earth.
Why not get everybody off planet Earth beforehand?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I need to rewatch it again because I rewatched it last night. I can't remember the opening sequence, but like, there's a lot of little details in that opening sequence.
Mm-hmm. I remember partially. You got people running for starships or running for things, and the father and son are split apart. He gives the little boy the ring, which is super important. And then that's it. That's all I remember from it. But like you were right. I do remember people running places, but where they went, I don't know.
Yeah. What's interesting is if you look at like the drifter colonies, because like the drifter colonies, which by the way, if you read Lost Kingdom, there are drifter colonies in Lost Kingdom, and yes, they come from this movie.
Yeah. See, when you say drifter colonies, I think what's that TV series where you have people living in the asteroid belt, and that's a colony. People living on Mars.
I mean, that could be like really anything.
Yeah, that could be anything. I can't think of its name. There's a video game coming out related to that TV series soon. That's all I know.
You describe like any, like it could be anything really.
Yeah,
honestly.
it could be anything. And I'm like, I'm drawing a blank. Oh.
But yeah, like this film is really good at like subtle environmental storytelling. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jag says the Dredge plan to blow up Earth to preempt the Titan before it could be completed. They saw it as a threat to their galactic power. Yeah. I can confirm there are several in the book. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
But okay, we're not. So I'm not here to do political reads, but if I were,
Mhm.
I would state this as a battle of capitalism versus communism, with the Dredge representing communism and capitalism wins.
Yeah, that's unfortunately yes. I'm not a fan of communism at all.
I'm trying to like roll past this as quickly as possible. So
Yeah, no, and it's but you don't need to have that be the whole focus of the movie, which is what this is. It's not. Yeah, I
you
mean
have to
this.
really impose it on the movie. The movie's not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
trying to.
exactly.
There's stuff there where if you want to interpret it that way, I don't even think it was. I mean, I remember watching some interviews, and the most they say is that Dredge doesn't like humanity's individualism,
hmm
which that's about as political as a movie gets.
Yeah.
Thank
Fair.
you, Jag.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at most, I think that the directors are trying to do an individualism versus like group thing,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, no, that's which is far more accurate to the movie. There's a difference between everyone thinks the same and communism. Those are two different things, but that's as close to it as you're going to get.
Yeah.
And it's kind of got that Top Gun feel to it. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it's got that attitude in the flying sequences. Actually, you're not wrong, Jag. Like it does kind of feel a little Top Gunny. But yeah, like I do love kind of like the subtle environmental storytelling, like the Gowl, the Gowl stuff, where it's like, what happened to the Gowl, the Dredge? Like basically, you could infer that like they helped the Titan, they helped things, and for that they were kind of wiped out or whatever. And even after all that, they're still helping humanity.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really cool.
Yeah, they're helping out humanity just a little bit. Everyone else hates us, but these people are cool.
And I love how inventive they are. Like the whole sequence on the water, and they're cutting the gas balloons and whatnot. Like there's a lot of like sci-fi creativity. Like the whole final sequence where it's like a house of mirrors with like the water stuff. There's some really creative stuff done with this movie.
I like what you said. The House of Mirrors. You know what I thought of?
What?
Portal, the video game where you open portals to do all these.
Oh.
Yeah,
I can actually see that actually.
that's what I thought of.
And another little detail is if you look at like in like the flash forward, when Kale's scrapping a ship, he's scrapping an Earth ship. It's one of the ships, like, because if you look at the sequence and you see the different ships leaving Earth, one of those is shaped like the ship that Kale's scrapping. So he's literally taking part in the destruction of his own culture.
Yeah. To recreate the Earth.
No, that's the opening. That's like one of the opening sequences or whatever. What I like about Kale is, he would be very easy to make Kale a Mary Sue, but he's just a person who's just really gifted with technology. That's kind of his thing. Outside of that, he's kind of just a normal human. Like he's okay in a fight. Like he can scrap kind of well. He can scrap as well as like a normal human his age and his size. Like look at the fist fight with Corso. He's having a rough time. And Corso knows how to scrap. But like Kale is just technology. That's his thing.
Yeah.
They're all just salvage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I like the part where like like with him with the Dredge, how he gets it, he basically completes the circuit. He does his fingers and then does it. He's kind of short. He's basically short circuiting the Dredge technology, which it's really cool.
Which I'm going to go ahead and say this about the Dredge. I want to know their evolutionary path. Because for most species, Mass Effect, Star Trek, Star Wars, you can rationalize an evolutionary path for them to get to where they are.
Yeah.
How do you go from being a physical being to pure energy?
That is interesting.
That's the question I want to ask. Now, there is another series that does the physical to energy kind of thing. Stargate. SG-1. The scientist from the guy who helped them start using the Stargates in the movies, well, that character takes the evolutionary step up in the series because he followed Atlantean information and could thus transcend, become something more. But in that new energy state, you're now in the third or the fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever dimension. So your body is completely different. And it's just whatever your brain thinks it to be.
See, like that's the problem with like a lot of sci-fi have. It's like you can be really creative sci-fi, but a lot of sci-fi people just kind of fall into the tropes.
Yes.
To be fair, I'm gonna criticize my own book with this. I myself kind of fell into the own trope. Just like for me, I was more concerned with like the characters and how they react to the environment. The environment myself, maybe not the most creative because I'm more focused on the character and the story. But so I'm just as guilty of this. To be fair, but yeah, like this is what I like about Titan AE is just the creativity. You know, I mentioned the boat fight. It's really like Wake Angels. It's like the Taken in Destiny. Jagan, I'm not really familiar with that. Could you kind of tell me about that? Taken in Destiny?
I don't know that either. Taken.
But yeah,
I heard Taken and I thought of that movie Taken. That's what I initially thought of. And
I have a particular set of skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God. Oh gosh. But yeah, and I feel like this film does a really good job of like sprinkling things in here to kind of clue you into how the world works. Like there's a gravity generator, you know, kind of thing. Like that's how they do the gravity thing. It's very, very kind of little things like that. I just find it really, really cool.
It's very interesting to see how their tech works, their take on how everything works. Because even we're trying to figure out how to do artificial gravity. The best we can do is spin things around.
Yeah, basically simulate gravity through centrifugal force, essentially.
Yeah. Which, I'm sorry, when you're talking about traveling through space, that's impossible. You can't do it. You would actually, they've already tried this or thought it out. It actually causes more damage to the human body than floating there in space for no apparent reason.
Well, it's probably because the bodies I'm just kind of spitballing here. Or like, let's say this is a ship. And this is going like this. So humanity, like the body is being pulled in two different ways. You got centrifugal force pulling them downward, and then they're going through space like this. So it's like they're being pulled this way, and then they're also being pulled this way. So it's got to be hell on the body.
Yeah, it's got to be hell on the body. That's a good take on it. Which is why we need to figure out how to actually do magic, so we can artificially create gravity the natural way.
No, let's make gravity generators. Let's solve all our problems.
Yep.
Or the Taken are like the Dredge. They're bluish white energy beings that are converted from other factions. How much do you want to bet that the Taken are actually like some nerd on the Destiny team was like a big fan of Titan AE and just like stole the Dredge and made them the Taken? How much do you want to bet that actually is the case?
That would not surprise me. There's a lot of good movies that have their concept taken and used.
So Jason, let me ask you this question. As a person who just saw the movie, what properties do you think were inspired by this? Because this came out in like 2000, and I feel like this is a mildly popular movie. It's I would say cult classic, maybe. So
it's a cult classic. There's two that I'm going to say that I can see for certain coming from this. They're video games. One, we've already said, Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Second one, Halo.
It's a weird one because Halo came out like a year later.
You can see, I can see it And now you say that, I'm kind of like now doubting my choice. But I can see it because of maybe not the species, but their reasoning for the species being what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The alien species attacking the commander, or whatever his name is. I haven't played anything since Halo
Mhm.
2. The main character from Halo, the species that he's fighting, they hate humanity because we're just good. It's that simple.
Mm.
Now, it's not the same, but I can see some aspects taken.
Also, I'm just gonna say this: I do feel like this inspired Firefly, because you want to.
Oh yeah.
You want to know who worked on this movie?
Hmm.
You want to know who did script work on this movie? Joss Whedon.
Yeah, I must say, was it Josh Whedon?
Like the Bob joke was actually a Joss Whedon line. Joss Whedon worked on this movie, and this came out in 2000. Firefly in 2003. I'm sorry, Titan AE inspired Firefly.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you look at like the makeup of the crew, it's very similar to how Firefly worked. You know.
Yeah. You've got the scientist who's got his little sister who's a weirdo.
The mechanic who's a female, you know, and
Mhm.
whatnot. There's a lot of parallels. Like I'm gonna say Firefly.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like this feels it feels like very Firefly inspired, like inspired Firefly, and the fact that Joss Whedon worked on it, just like you know,
Can we all be I agree with you on that, but can we all agree that we are never going to get a Firefly season 2 ever?
no, it's been too long. Some of the people have passed away, like Ron Glass has passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I long thought like an animated Firefly season 2 might have worked, but like I'm sorry, without Shepherd book, it's kind of hard.
No, it can't be done. And it's so many years have passed, so many people have moved on. It can't be done.
Like if they had done like an animated Firefly in like 2012, yeah, you could have made that work.
Yeah, it could have worked, but nowadays you'd have to redo the whole thing from scratch.
And I don't think a Firefly reboot would work really well.
No, you would cause riots. It would be the same thing as if Disney redid Princess Bride. The only difference is the riots wouldn't be so visceral.
Oh, they'd be more visceral. They would be more.
Very much so.
They'd actually be more visceral.
Yeah, very much so.
But yeah, I can definitely see the Mass Effect in this, because you know it's like because Mass Effect was 6 years later. This feels very Mass Effect-y.
Yeah, it is. I can see it, and you can see it was just inspiration behind it. And there's another key factor in Mass Effect's creation. This is kind of going to be ironic. The entire team that originally did Mass Effect was the team behind KOTOR 1.
Oh, just play Mass Effect 1. You can feel KOTOR there. It is very like honestly, just play Mass Effect 1. You can feel the KOTOR influence in there. Anyone who like KOTOR is one of my favorite games ever, and I can feel the KOTOR influences in that game. It is very apparent.
Yep. And BioWare at that time was just split into two camps. You had your Canadian BioWare and then your American BioWare.
I think BioWare Austin or whatever.
Yeah, BioWare Austin. BioWare Austin was the one doing
the MMO.
KOTOR, and Mass Effect. The Canadian one was the one that built Dragon Age. You can see the difference.
Yeah, and Dragon Age is a game that they originally wanted to develop for the Xbox.
Shame.
Yeah, Dragon Age was originally meant to be for that. But there's kind of another link missing in this art if we're talking about BioWare for a second. Jade Empire is kind of the missing link between KOTOR and Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Because Jade Empire is like a martial arts RPG that's running on the KOTOR engine.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Manon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to really see. Titan AE influenced Mass Effect, but here's the funny thing. BioWare has now influenced everybody else
Yeah.
when you think about it.
Like, I would go so far as to say that, like, the Mass Effect trilogy is kind of the closest thing to the Star Wars trilogy you'll get on in video games.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Like, you want a Star Wars of our time? Mass Effect.
Yeah, exactly. Because it inspired so much.
Mm-hmm.
The character growth in Mass Effect and the choice system they made in Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. You feel each and every choice.
See, this is kind of the problem when you have like sci-fi franchises and you bring in some producer that just throws away the lore. I'm sorry, these sci-fi nerds care about the lore. Like they know the lore better than you ever will, you know. Yep. And if you break the lore, they will point it out and they will be mad, and they have a right to be mad, you know.
I can give you a good example. You haven't played it, but in Mass Effect Andromeda, we're not going to talk about no. The plot of the game, that's not at fault here. What people were pissed about is that they changed the leg layout of Garrus' species.
Okay.
They kind of had a human. I'm talking the way the legs worked. The foot was completely different. Cool. But they changed the legs of Garrus' species to fit Tally's species leg layout, and people were pissed about that.
Why? Just there's less models, less skeletons?
That's I don't know their reasoning for it, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah, especially that third game. The thing is, if you look into the history of Mass Effect, it's really like haphazard. But I don't mind like doing a diversion. We need to get back to Titan AE.
Yeah, we need to. But yeah, Titan AE, like you said, was set up so many other movies, cartoons, video games, because you can tell the influence of that movie everywhere else. Because just the opening, or just the first 20 minutes of it, that influence that has on so many other things.
Yeah, and you just got to think about the whole entire hook of this movie was Titan AE after Earth. The whole entire hook of this movie is Earth is gone. What is humanity going to do?
Yep.
You got to imagine how bold of a choice it was to blow up the Earth in the first 5 minutes of the movie. Like, that is your intro hook. Like, holy crap, the Earth is gone.
We're all now hobos.
Yeah. And that sequence is breathtaking. Like that opening sequence, like Earth, it's like I like how beautiful they make Earth.
Yeah, it's elegant, it's beautiful. You can tell that we are centuries from where we're at right now. But it still looks like Earth. It's beautiful. There's tons of life on it. And then boom, it's gone.
Yeah, and like the intro sequence, it's just like the suspense, just like like.
I'll give this movie this. It sets up suspense perfectly. There's the destruction of Earth. Then there's him on that space station that he was doing the mining on. He's doing the mining, everything's all normal, whatever, everybody hates me, and then bam, they're coming here to hunt him down. And him having to escape the space station.
Funny you should mention Fallout, Hooded Raven. So, I don't, if you watch Titan AE, you'll recognize the voice of Kale's dad sounds very familiar. Like, every time that Kale's dad speaks, I expect him to say to him, War never changes. Yeah, Ron Perlman voices Kale's dad. The same guy does the intro for Fallout. So I'm sorry you mentioned that. I had to point that out. So
Yeah. No, a lot of the voice actors in this are some heavy names that have done video games, which is impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the entire voice cast is like a who's who of like late 90s, early 2000s. I think I've mentioned pretty much most of them, but like Kale's like surrogate father figure in like the opening scene of the movie. He did a lot of Don Bluth movies, but like he's also the guy from Independence Day. Like, oh, I gotta call my mother, gotta call my lawyer, screw my lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. That
I think he was also in Fern Gully. Like, I don't know, he just has that voice.
There are a lot of really good voice actors from movies that if they did video games, people would love whatever character they did. I'm gonna be honest. It's very rare that we get.
Oh gosh, I just realized. So you got Bill Pullman in this movie, and there actually is a few scenes where those two characters are talking. Funny thing is, those two characters never actually shared a scene in Independence Day, but they were in Independence Day, so it's like,
yeah,
I just like making connections. So
yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I never thought of that. Yeah, both of those actors were in Independence Day. They never talked, but in this movie, they do. So we finally got that connection. Success.
Yeah.
No, Jason. No, don't do this. Do not do a fan fiction writing of Independence Day. Bad.
What? Oh God.
Smack. No, Jason.
Do it. Titan AE Independence Day /fic, bro. Do it for the love. Do it for the fans.
Oh, I might. I do enough fan fiction for Harry Potter that you might as well say that's my resume.
So yeah, and as for myself, yeah, I do feel like Titan AE has influenced me. Like I mentioned the Drifter colonies. The thing is, in my universe, Earth has been abandoned. Like we go to it, it's not destroyed. It's just kind of abandoned. Kind of thing. Abandoned for Mars or whatever. It looked like there's an entire couple chapters actually set on the old Earth or whatever.
Is it just like desolate, or?
I was going for kind of like a WALL-E type future where Earth just got worse and worse to where the air's not really breathable. It's like kind of toxic. So you kind of have to wear a mask or whatever. And because by the way, Lost Kingdom takes place in the same timeline as my comics.
It's just
the new take by doubling down on the hero's journey archetypes. Kale was ripped from the normal day the Earth was destroyed. And then again from his new normal from when the Dreads caught up with him. Yeah, there is. I definitely see the hero's journey that it's not a straight hero's journey because the end of the hero's journey is he goes back to the place he's the master of two worlds or whatever. It's just he's the master of the new world essentially. Basically, Kale's journey is becoming the hero he was meant to be, which is a very, very common story trope.
Yeah, it is. It is. Ironically, a lot of people go King Arthur. No, this goes further back than that. Yes, I'm a polytheistic Hellenist. I worship the ancient Greek gods, but this character fits more in line with Hercules. To be honest, when you think about Hercules' the legend surrounding the Hercules, he starts out awesome, but he rejects all of that and crawls his way to greatness.
Yeah, the 12 labors.
Yeah, he crawls his way to greatness, and he doesn't use a sword, mostly. He uses grit, determinations, and a club. And a bow and arrow. That's it.
But yeah, you can compare Kale to a lot of characters. Like Kale's I don't want to save the world. I got ships to collapse or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
He kind of starts off in a similar space that Luke does.
Yeah,
almost. You know, like he's very like Kale knows. Like Kale knows the score. He knows what he's supposed to do. So it's not like everything he says is like not news to him. You
Yeah.
know? So like the whole like he's saving humanity. I love that. It's like he knows his journey, but he's rejected it from the start, you know.
Yep.
And it's like given like he's very beaten down or whatever, but you can understand why he is the way he is.
He's like that new what's that? It's another Star Wars video game. Lost Jedi or some nonsense like that. What the hell is it?
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. It's like the Jedi.
Oh my god! And Cal is a scrapper. He's a scrapper.
Yes, he's a scrapper. He's a Jedi, but he's a scrapper. Simple as that.
To be
he's
fair with Cal, he's hiding from the Empire, so there's that as well.
yeah.
And like the whole inciting incident is he uses the Force to save somebody.
Mhm. Yep. I'll admit, I never beat the game. I played most of it, but I never beat it.
I'm
I got
currently
beat
playing
it.
through Jedi Survivor right now. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Ironically, it's a good video. Most Star Wars video games suck. Most. Not all of them, but most.
Oh, them be fighting words, friend.
They are. I like Jedi Academy, KOTOR 1 and 2, and then Jedi Fallen Order.
I like the Star Wars talk, but I'm trying to keep things.
Yeah. Let's keep. But yeah, but this movie. Thank you for pulling me back. But this movie is actually better than all of that. Actually, I actually put this movie above Star Wars, to be honest.
Like honestly, I really like. Imagine if they'd made a PS2 game based off of this, and it would have been cell shaded.
That would have been awesome.
Oh gosh.
My only fear is now that Disney owns it, technically they own the rights. They could do a sequel or a video game based on it. That's what I'm scared about.
They just recombined Force Unleashed with Galen Merrick and Ferris Orden from The Last of the Jedi. I'm not familiar with Ferris. I don't know about Galen because Galen is Force Unleashed is an entirely different story. You know, it's oh gosh. You know, if I had the clout, I actually would make a video. Like, imagine a video game like this in modern times.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh gosh, and I would it would kind of just be like a very more on rails. Like, imagine Jedi Fallen Order, but with Titan AE.
Yeah, I can see that. Titan AE is one of those movie or storylines that you can actually take that and turn it into a choice-based video game.
Or even just like a linear action game kind of thing.
Or a linear. I was about to say, or a linear action game.
Like imagine like kind of like the Uncharted kind of style.
Yeah, I was about to recommend that. Uncharted.
Or they'll just keep it in Anastasia in some dark of the vault. See, I believe Anastasia is on Disney Plus. You know, so and that's one of the things I mentioned. Like the whole like Don Bluth broke for Disney to do his own thing, and for a while there he was giving Disney a run for money. But it's kind of disheartening to know that all of Don Bluth's films are just owned by Disney now anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we need to buy all the rights to those movies ourselves and just.
It's very sad to see stuff like Anastasia, Fern Gully on Disney Plus. You know.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, no disrespect to the Russians that may be watching this. It's kind of sad for Disney now that they own Anastasia. We know that she did perish. Sorry, Disney, you can't do anything with it.
Well, we talked about this before, but when it was made, we didn't know if she was alive or dead, and that was the whole conceit of the movie: is what if she had actually survived?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the whole thing. And with so like Anastasia is the most Disney Don Bluth movie ever, I would say.
Yeah, it is. And there's a reason for the Anastasia movie. Did you know?
What is it?
There was a woman, roughly, you know, 10, 20 years later from when Anastasia went poof back in the 1900s. That looked like an older Anastasia, that even took self-portraits exactly like Anastasia. Sounded like somebody who was Anastasia would be, but she was going off of I have amnesia. Boom. That's where this movie comes from. So
wait. So Disney owns Dragon's Lair?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, Space Ace is the only I sometimes I feel like if I ever meet Don Bluth, he's probably gonna ask for how he feels about Disney just owning all of his films now. Anyway, it's got to be a kick in the pants.
He's got to be angry. There's no if Disney owned anything that I do, I would be livid. Give me a moment.
But yeah, Don Bluth was a huge part of my childhood.
That was my family letting me know they got
Philo Goes West. I watched that film all the time. An American Tale, Fern Gully. Never actually seen Secret of Nim, but so many classics by Don Bluth. Don Bluth was part of my childhood.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of these movies, but not many.
Insult to Injury, yeah.
But I've heard a lot. Every friend that I've had have seen all these movies, and I just sat there and I watched them through osmosis, shall we say?
Yeah, Fox Animation is one of those studios where doesn't get talked about enough. For example, Iron Giant.
Fox. I've seen that
with Fox. We probably wouldn't have gotten The Incredibles without the Iron Giant.
No, we wouldn't have. We wouldn't have gotten many things.
I will say, if you ever watch Tomorrowland, which was directed by Don Bluth, in the sci-fi store, there actually is a few references to Iron Giant in that made me happy.
Yep. Very much so.
Knock knock, FBI. I don't know why you're doing that, Hooded Raven, but okay.
Yeah, well, because somebody knocked on my door. My brother-in-law knocked on my door.
I chimed in. Haven't you people ever heard of? I think that.
Yeah. To be noted, pizza was ordered. It is here.
You're a wizard, Jag.
You know what? That's what that movie was missing. Magic. Titan AE was missing magic. It should have been there.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. That bad joke had to be made.
That would have ruined the movie.
It would have ruined the movie completely.
What's funny is this movie does have a very Star Wars-y feel to it. Almost I could almost feel George Lucas creating this movie, like George Lucas in his prime kind of thing.
George Lucas in his late 20s, early 30s, whenever he did Star Wars, the first movie.
Why are you hiding something, Phoenix? Why are you panicking? I don't know.
He's hiding the secrets to the Philosopher's Stone, guys. That's what he's hiding.
Quantum time, you wimey. Oh, some Doctor Who stuff.
No. You know what? I will take a DeLorean over the blue box.
You know what fanfic I've always wanted to write?
I've
always wanted to write a Doctor Who Back to the Future /fic. Basically the whole story is the DeLorean ends up in the TARDIS one day for some reason.
Yeah, it just pops in there. The doc gets out going, "You're doing this wrong. We got to fix something."
Oh gosh.
But which doctor does he do it to? Does he do it to Doctor number 1 or Doctor number 10?
Sure, why not? You already have a Fountain of Youth running through his bathroom. Yeah, what do you think I was drinking the entire time?
Yep. Oh yeah, that explains a lot. That explains
so much why I look so young. Forever young.
Yep.
But yeah, the thing I like about this movie is all the characters have great motivations for why they are the way they are. Like, and
Yes.
every even some of the like the lesser characters, like Goon, the mechanic, Nathan Lane's character, they're all very consistent and whatnot. It's a very well written movie.
Yep.
Tenet was where things going wrong.
Yeah. After him, he did a good series, but after him, it went south.
I don't know. I'm
Fast.
kind of a Matt Smith fan, but we can debate that.
That's agreeable. Tenet was the first part of Doctor Who that I ever watched. I'll be
In
honest.
my opinion, Capaldi is where things were going wrong. Like that was when they started. That was when they like. There's some good stuff about Capaldi, but that's when they were really starting to like test the waters there.
Mm-hmm. And then, ironically, I want to say this: had the writing been better for the female Doctor, it would have been better.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not the actors.
Oh! I still have it. Yes. So sorry. I'm just very, very happy right now. Oh, you mean like this?
I finished my nap.
I still have it. I didn't delete it. I'm so glad I didn't delete it. But yes, that is like the best fake death ever. Because like,
Yes.
I'm going to take a nap now, and then he like tests over, and then you have him do like the big damn hero movement. It's like I finished my nap. Like writing wise, it makes sense. Like he just said he was gonna take a nap. But
Yeah, and you thought he died.
without ever.
Ironically, I thought of. Hang on. DeLorean. No.
I mean, okay. Also, cons. You have to deal with constant Back to the Future jokes. Hey man, can this thing get to 88 miles an hour?
Yep.
I'm so original.
I've seen that movie so many times. It's gonna happen. How many times in responses to you on X have I said, "Give me a minute to get my DeLorean"? Come on, people.
We gotta do Back to the Future sometime. Time, infinite interior space, sentient companion, cons, unpredictable navigation, complex upkeep. Another pro is it attracts hot young British ladies.
That it does. Oh, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab my food, and I'll be right back. But it shouldn't take long.
Jason shall return on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, I think we should probably do a Back to the Future episode one of these days. I think we covered it on Jared's channel, but we haven't done it on mine, so we can do that. Oh gosh. See, like doing a Doctor Who episode would be interesting, but like I consider myself like a dabbler, so like that would definitely be an episode where I'd have to bring in somebody who knows Doctor Who like the back of their hand to kind of talk about that kind of stuff. Because I enjoy it, but two or guys, sadly. Yeah, that's why like I think a DeLorean is cool, but like I don't think I could ever own one. Just because like the maintenance and just the constant Back to the Future jokes. I just don't know if I could handle them. Probably like 40th this year, so no better time. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that might be the November film, I think, because October's Halloween. I gotta do something like Halloweeny. Jack Harkness. Oh, you mean John Barrowman? No comment. No comment, my friend. No comment. Oh gosh. Let's see here. But yeah, so I love this movie, and as you can see, proof that I do actually own it. No way. Bonk.
Yeah, I have returned. Sadly, without a DeLorean or a time collapse facility, but I do have pizza. So there are bonuses.
You have pizza.
Yeah. There's a pizza place around here that does really good pizza, so no complaints. It's not that I hate Pizza Hut or Domino's. It's that when it's, just a small local place, they're typically a little bit better, just a touch.
Yeah, there's a local pizza place that's kind of within walking distance. I might actually hit them up after the stream. So
Yeah.
I hate you, Jason.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm kind of forcing you to eat pizza. How does it feel?
Oh no, you're forcing me to eat pizza. No.
Whatever shall we do? Oh,
Horror.
but yeah, you remember going back to that dying scene. You know what it brought into my mind?
What?
The Gambler. You ever hear that old
Song?
country song?
The Rambler, the Gambler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta know
The Gambler,
when to hold them. Know when to hold them.
Yep. That scene. I thought he died.
You're
like
fine
that.
with me. You didn't say any pizza places I like. Yeah, Hood of Raven, I'm probably going to go to Benito's.
Mhm.
Yeah, Hood of Raven's local, so he knows the places.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, Hood of Raven. If you want to grab, if you want to meet up and grab pizza, I'll buy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
But a lot of this movie actually met my expectations, and then subverted it at the same time. If you get the meaning.
Mm-hmm. How did it subvert your expectations?
I honestly thought the kid was going to be 100% all the way from his rescue to the end of the movie. That he was going to succeed at everything. He did.
Yeah, that's the thing I was talking about earlier, where like he's good at like one particular thing. He knows technology. And yes, he can be a bit Mary Sue-ish with technology, but like at least it's like that one thing. Like he's an okay scrapper, but like everything else, he's just kind of a normal human being at.
Mm-hmm. Which is what real people are. You and I are really good at the writing styles that we do,
Mm-hmm.
but you apply us to anything else, we're probably going to suck at it.
Yeah, Don't ask me to draw my own comics.
Mhm.
I think I did I think I did like my own rendition of Screecher, and like wasn't the worst thing ever, but like yeah, I'm not hiring myself to draw Screecher anytime soon.
Yeah, no. I actually learned how to weld way back when.
Mm. That's
Not
an
great
interesting
at it.
profession.
No. It was in high school I took agricultural
What type of
mechanics.
welding? Like were you doing like TIG welding?
Arc, TIG, and oxygen acetylene. We had to learn all three.
Oh, he's currently working with a hot ceiling. Oh, he's got some hot ceiling action going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Is it a low ceiling or a high ceiling? I'm sorry.
But yeah, like there's a lot of really good lines. Keep fighting the good fight, darling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, what are some of your favorite lines from this movie?
Ironically, I don't remember any of them. I like the movie. That's all I remember. I'm really bad at remembering lines and names. There are certain lines, like take Independence Day. I like the speech, the Independence Day speech. But the only line or partial line that I can remember is today is the world's Independence Day. That's it. That's all I remember from that entire speech.
I mean, there's so many good one-liners. Welcome to Earth. I've got to get me one of these. Gentlemen, let's plow the road. Like, it's just full of one-liners.
Mm-hmm. It's like Terminator. The only reason I remember the famous line, I'll be back, is it was used so much in the 90s that it's like burned into my brain.
What's funny is if you go back and watch the original movie, that line is actually setting up a joke. He says he'll be back, and then like 6 seconds later he rams his trucks in the building. That's it's a setup for a joke, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, but now everybody takes it as this.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. I will be back, and you'll regret it.
I got nothing. It's a popcorn thing where the inside of the roof is hot. Oh, those popcorn ceilings.
Mm. Oh, you mean like Texas?
Well, everything's bigger in Texas, so
yeah,
it's fine.
I'm going to be the first to admit it. A lot of the excuses you hear about people from Texas being more brass or brash more upfront about things. Yeah, we are. I'm sorry. But it's rare to see a cartoon movie back with Titan AE that has inspired so much.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, yeah. I think I actually quoted that one early in the stream, but yeah, that was a really good one. Goon's your daddy. Apparently, that was like improv by John Leguizamo.
it's John Leguizamo. His entire movie lines are all on. What's that? Where the actor just goes off script and starts talking.
But yeah, John Leguizamo was oh gosh, he was killing at this role. All right, I'm gonna show this one clip.
Multiply by the coefficient of the friction and apply the necessary force.
Look at that.
Does this look familiar? Do you know what it is? Neither do I.
And yeah, and also they're setting that up in the film. Like that thing actually does get used later. An intelligent guard. Didn't see that one coming. Yeah, that one too.
I made it last night in my sleep. Apparently, I used Gindrogak. Highly unstable.
Oh god.
No, that's there's a writing thing for it. It's something written by a short story writer, a famous one. He says if you have a gun on the wall, that gun better be used either that scene.
Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun. That name Chekhov is the writer. It's not a specific thing. It's the writer who came up with the idea, Chekhov, and what he talked about, the gun.
Yeah. And then also, they actually do a good subversion of tropes where it's like they're going to rescue the girl from the prison, but by the time they get there, she's already kind of rescued herself. For one, Akima's resourceful, and I feel like they kind of set it up right to where, you know, she rescues herself, but they don't do it in like ha girl power, you guys are bad kind of way.
No.
You know.
She had to fight her way through it. She had to earn her escape, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you know. But I do love it when they go up there and she's just standing on the pile of the bodies. Like, what took you so long? You know, kind of thing. This film is basically like everything the right says about like, we don't hate women. We hate these crappily written movies. Like, we like our strong women. You know, all of these tropes. I feel like this movie displays it so well.
I'm one of those people that make that complaint.
Yeah.
I don't hate female characters.
Like, look at Princess Leia, okay? Literally, she shows up, and within 5 minutes, she basically just takes over the whole rescue operation, you know?
Yeah.
And she's just insulting them the entire time. Like, if anyone's gonna, you know...
I don't hate female characters. The character you're seeing in my stream right now representing me, that is the lead character of my novel, a female.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing. She's not going to succeed at everything. She's going to struggle. She's going to earn her place. But I'm not turning her into a girl boss that just because she's in the scene, she's going to win. That's the kind of character I don't like.
Yeah.
You got to earn...
You got to earn those W's.
Yeah, you got to earn the W's. Just because she can use magic doesn't mean that she's going to instantly win.
Yeah, too many... And that's kind of why I have an aversion to, like, writing, you know, magic and writing, because too many subpar writers take magic as a get-out-of-jail-free card. Like,
No.
oh, it worked because it's magic.
Nope. I've actually set a lot of guardrails in the magic system itself to prevent this. So,
like, I will say one of the greatest things the sequel trilogy gave us is a clip That's not how the Force works.
Yeah, that's the one clip from the entire episode 7, 8, and 9. That's the only line that I remember because it's accurate.
Yeah.
And then in movie 9, they made the Force do things completely different from what the Force can do. Congratulations.
I know some people like got on Force healing, but that's a thing that's been in the lore for a long time.
Mhm.
Like anyone who's played KOTOR knows that or whatever.
Yeah. Revive has been a thing in Star Wars forever. So, the ending of movie 9 where he resurrects her, I'm not mad at that.
Because the Force is just like the life energy of the universe. So, you know, I don't know.
Which I'm sorry, in the Star Wars universe, we people here on Earth are also using the Force if it expands past the galaxy. Am I right or wrong, people?
Yeah. But yeah, this isn't a Star Wars stream. You know, like I love how every time I talk about anything to name the sci-fi lady, you fall into the Star Wars sucks black hole. I love it.
Yeah, no. Star Wars is the black hole of sci-fi discussion. Everything is pulled to it. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Ironically, that's the one thing I want to give this movie props for. It didn't feel like Star Wars. It didn't.
It didn't feel like Star Wars, but it definitely felt like in the same Star Wars vein.
Yeah.
So I would give this film an 8.5, maybe a 9 out of 10. Like it treads on familiar ground, but it does so in a rather unique way.
Yes.
All right. So Jagan says, not like that. Force healing only expedites and enhances the natural healing process. It's not a miracle cure. Like, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull Dragon Age out here for a minute. Yes, you can revive somebody in Dragon Age who has died, but they're not really dead. Their body's still alive. All you're doing is healing their body completely. That's what the revive in Mass Effect really is.
All right.
Their soul has not left their body. None of that.
Soul has left the body. Sorry, I had to do it.
No, that's Dungeons and Dragons Pathfinder Resurrection. You can revive somebody who's been dead for 800 years. The problem is their soul gets the choice to come back or not.
Yeah, and then also it's like if the body's kind of rotten, they're gonna come back into a rotten body.
Dragon Age cheats that. I'm sorry.
How so?
When you're casting resurrection or true resurrection on a person, their body completely heals. But it takes 10 minutes to do the resurrection.
So let's say they died of old age at 97.
Can't do it.
Why?
There's one. You can only be resurrected if you were murdered on the battlefield or somebody just set you up for a crime you didn't commit and you get killed for it.
Okay. What if somebody gave you cancer? You know, I mean,
that's the tricky part. You died of natural causes, but the disease or cancer was used as a weapon. That's the difference. You were murdered. It doesn't matter how. You were still murdered.
So, like, let's say somebody gave you a potion to where they gave you an instant heart attack, which would normally be considered dying of natural causes. Because it was used as a weapon, that could revive you.
Then the spell could revive you because you were murdered.
I do like that. I will say I do like it because it has that caveat. It has to be battlefield. So someone could always like make those little what ifs. If it was something was weaponized, if it's something done to you.
Yeah, if it's something done to you, if
you naturally develop cancer and you die, you're not going to get revived. But like, let's say somebody like stabs you with a little uranium thing that gives you cancer. then you
Exactly.
get revived.
Then you can get revived for it. Even if you die of cancer 20 years later, it's still from the weapon stabbing you that gave you this illness that killed you.
Yeah, like let's say you got like hit with a spell of like rapid aging that like makes you rapidly age, and then you die of old age. That would be
Exactly.
revivable. Okay.
That would be revivable because
I do like that because what I like about that is it's an easy way to like rationalize it. Like, was it weaponized against you? Like, it's a very easy thing to understand, you know.
where in Mass Effect it's not that way.
Even Dragon Ball has their rules, and death from old age, from their stamina capacity being reduced to 0. I mean, in essence, that kind of is dying from old age. Your stamina just you get so old that like your stamina capacity is reduced to 0. You know.
Yep, your stamina capacity reaches 0. You're done. So if somebody, I'm going to use another D&D spell to prove our point. If somebody used the spell Wish, those of you who don't know, Wish is the spell that any arcane caster can cast to imitate other spells or make a statement, and that statement is made real. I could cast the spell Wish to give you, Nick, wings. Now, depending on how I say the what I want it to do, if I were to give you wings but not
They're
give
chicken
it
wings. They're chicken
exactly,
wings.
there you get chicken wings,
And they're already cooked.
or you get bat wings on your back, but they're tiny and they don't work, so you can't fly.
Yeah,
But
it's genie logic.
yeah, it's cheating logic. You can use that spell to bring somebody back from the dead who's been dead for 800 years. Problem is, if you don't word it right, I want King Henry VIII to be revived. Okay, he's revived. He's still in his casket. He dies of suffocation 3 minutes from now.
Or it's like, oh, his body is decrepit. His life enters his body, but his body can't sustain that life. The life exits the body right away.
Exactly. It's weird logic. You can't see, that's where D&D gets kind of tricky.
Also, depending on the DM, how smart they want to be.
Yeah, how much of a smartass they want to be.
It's like, let's say I wish for $1 million. A million deer fall on you at once.
Exactly. I want 1,000,000 gold. You get 1,000,000 goldfish. That's still gold.
And they're goldfish crackers.
There you go.
You get 1,000,000 little bits of goldfish crackers. I want 1,000,000 gold pieces. They're half-eaten goldfish crackers.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of like some other like funny genie thing. I want all women to find me irresistible. All right, they find you irresistible, but they also hate you later. They also hate you as well.
The way you
it's like, I love you, but I also hate you, kind of thing.
The way you phrase that, here's how my GM brain would take that. Okay, you just said irresistible. You didn't say irresistibly handsome or irresistibly ugly. They now find you irresistibly ugly. It's a GM. The GM's interpretation of the wish spell makes it function the way it does.
Yeah.
I
wish I could fly.
Okay, you can fly. But you can only fly so long as you are 3 feet off the ground. Try to go any higher, you fall down.
Honestly, that's not the worst thing ever.
It's not the worst thing ever, but that's what like my quick thinking can do.
Like, honestly, I could think of some ways, like, you know, like pressure sensitive floors, you know, kind of thing. Like that's like semi useful. Thank you, Genie.
Yep.
Like, not what I wanted, but I could work with this.
Exactly. It's kind of not what you wanted, but in the end, hey, wait a minute, I can use this to my advantage. I need to sneak around to break into the castle. I can fly 3 feet off the ground. Perfect. I don't make a single sound.
Yeah, makes sneaking a lot easier. I wish to say forever young.
Okay. You will now live as a 10-year-old child for the rest of your life.
I mean, not the worst thing ever.
Oh.
Uh,
But yeah, that's GM logic for you. You gotta word it right, or you get some really weird stuff.
I wish to live forever as a physically fit and strong 19-year-old male.
That I can't toy with. You get exactly that. That I can't toy with. I could tweak it a little bit and say, okay, now you're a different.
No. What you do is, okay, you're
something
physically fit, but you're 3'5".
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yes, you're buff as fuck, but you're 3'5". And yes, you're 19 years old. You have stamina. You could run for days, but you're 3'5". You're a dwarf.
See, that's where you start adding in the caveats. I wish I was forever young, and I was who I am. The same species, the same ethnicity. All the little caveats you can add after the fact with and.
Forever a young 19-year-old. Congratulations. You're a forever young 19-year-old fit tortoise.
Oof.
Yeah. Tortoises are pretty fit and young at 19.
And tortoises live forever.
Yeah, it's like this tortoise is 500 years old or whatever.
Yeah, we found that turtle or tortoise with a freaking bullet from the Civil War in its in its shell. What the hell?
Yeah. So Jonathan, the giant tortoise, is the oldest living terrestrial animal at 192 years old.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy is it? 192 years old. So essentially 200 years old. So that would let's see here. So as of 2025, so it'll be 200 years old in 2033. Mm-hmm. So 1833 it was born.
Yep.
When did 1821.
1821, so it was born before.
It was born 2 years after Napoleon died.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, no, it was born. No, actually, it was born 12 years. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. And it lived through the Civil War.
Yeah, it was. And the thing is, like, by that time, it was old in the Civil War. It was born, it's like 30 years old by the Civil War. It could have fought in the Civil War.
You want to know something that's creepy?
Yeah.
You ever heard of the Greenland shark?
No.
That species naturally lives as long as tortoises.
Oh, wow.
They live for centuries. We don't know why.
Crap.
Granted, they have a negative. They have a single-celled parasite that lives on their eyes, so they're blind.
Greenland sharks can live up to 400 years.
Yep.
Glass sea sponges can live potentially as much as 15,000 years old. Ocean quahog clams can live for 500 years. Bow-headed whale can live 200 years. And black corals can live up to 4,000 years.
Yep.
Wow.
So there are some of these Greenland sharks that are older than the United States.
Like imagine, there's a picture of George Washington, like there's a painting of George Washington, and he's meeting a Greenland shark. And then you go to a zoo, And it's that same Greenland shark.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, damn.
That is wild.
It's insane what nature can do. You have these scientists going, humans cannot live past 300 years old. And then we look over at the tortoises and the Greenland sharks and we're like, we disbelieve you.
I think some of the oldest humans have lived to be about 120 or something.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. But by the way, like, so we're kind of just doing general discussion now at this point. So,
Yeah.
my rating is 8.5 for Titan AE. What would you give it, Jason?
I would give it an 8.7.
That works for me. So we've got another half hour on the stream. We're just going to talk about whatever. So if you guys got any questions for us,
Oh yeah, by all means.
let us know. Right now, we're talking about like animals and ages and whatnot.
Yeah. There is a compound in the human body and in all organic bodies that constantly recycle and refresh DNA. It's what keeps you looking young for as long as it does.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget, it starts with a T and I can't remember it.
Yeah,
Tortolan or something like that.
and I'm sure once science figures out how to manipulate it, things are gonna get wild.
Things are going to get wild. But you can't tell me that Greenland sharks and tortoises, it's this mechanism in all organic body that keeps the body young for as long as it does.
Like, did you know that lobsters are functionally immortal? They just keep, like, the only thing that really kills them is they're not able to get out of their shell.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Color me surprised. Because that's an interesting thing. They're just stuck in their shell, and that they can't break their shell. That's what kills them.
Yeah. See, it's really weird, like, looking at, like, ages of certain animals. Like, for example, rats. You know, I got charcoal up there.
Yep.
They live, like, 2 to 3 years. I think some of the oldest rats, maybe some have gotten to, like, 5.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, like, an outlier. But then you got, like, parrots, who could live 70, 80 to 100 years. You know, if you get a parrot, you know, you got to figure out, okay, who am I going to will this to?
Yeah, exactly. My sister has a little dog that's been her pet for years. It's like 19 years old.
Dog being 19, holy crap, that is old.
She's still kicking. Here's the kicker about this dog. This is the only dog that I know of that has eaten chocolate, and survived. Twice.
Wow.
For those of you who don't know, dogs can't consume chocolate. It's a poison to them. This dog either has a death wish or just looked at death itself and said no.
The longest living verified dog on record is Bluey, an Australian cattle dog who lived from 1910 to 1939, reaching 29 years and 5 months.
Yeah, this dog's not going to reach that age.
Apparently, there was a dog that died in 2023 that was supposed to be 31, but the title was revoked because they weren't able to verify his age.
I accept that.
Yeah, like I know a friend of mine. She has a 15-year-old husky Malamute mix, which 15 years old for that type of dog is insane. It's like huskies live at most like 10, 12 years, you know?
Yep.
This dog has got like some hip problems, you know, which is common for its breed, but the dog's still kicking. So,
yeah.
You know, kudos. I know cats can live on average like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Oldest living cat. The oldest living cat is currently Fossey, a tortoise who holds the Guinness World Record for having been born on December 29th, 1995. It's now 29 years old.
It's still alive?
Apparently, yeah. The oldest cat to ever live on record was Cream Puff, who lived to be 38 years old and 3 days old in Austin, Texas from 1967 to 2005.
That's
Holy crap, 38 years old.
That is insane.
That is insane. Like 30, you know.
Okay. I got nothing against cats. If you like cats, cool. But when a cat starts cracking 30, I'm going to be giving it side eye.
Are you is that cat secretly an among like seriously, that is like the biggest plot hole of Harry Potter. So apparently, so the Weasleys have owned Scabbers for 5 years. And I think they even mentioned this in Azkaban, like Scabbers is 5 years old. How is like do you like, because we've been taking really good care of him? Okay.
At what point do you question this normal rat even being a rat? I'm sorry. What the ever-loving fuck? Sorry for the F-bomb, but that's my whole question about Scabbers.
Yeah. So they found so the Weasley got Scabbers when 5-year-old Percy Weasley got him. So it's actually even longer.
5-year-old Percy. When you meet him in book 1,
he had just become a prefect, so 5th year. So Scabbers had been around for at least 10 years, which is in like 5 years. You can maybe like, you know, I've heard of that.
If a rat
has been confirmed, been in the family for 10 years, you know, and this is not a magical rat. This is just a normal ass rat. 10 years, there's no way. No way.
I would forgive Scabbers if he was a magical rat, but no, he was just a normal rat, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
We, the readers, now know who Scabbers really is, but at what point...
All right, 1 second. I gotta go get her. 1 second. Keep talking.
Yeah. At what point do we, the readers, question...
Hey, girl. Come on. Some people
question...
want to say hi to you.
Or do the Weasleys question, wait a minute, this rat has been alive for almost a decade. Something's not right. So, I mean, come on, guys. Would you, as a parent of this kid who owns this rat, who's been alive for almost a decade, at what point do you go, "Aw, she's cute"?
This is... Oh, wait, you've never actually seen Charcoal?
Oh, I've seen Charcoal. She just looks incredibly happy right now. It's what
she is. She loves her outside time. So, yeah, this is Charcoal. She is not 10 years old.
Yeah.
I think she's a little bit less than a year. So... I got her, I think, like April of this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think at that point she was like probably less than 3 months old, you know, judging by her size or whatever. So she's probably, I'd say, 8 months old.
Yeah.
You know? And yeah, so I'm gonna have her for at least another year. Can you only live on average 2 years?
Yeah.
And she's a pretty healthy rat, so I got some time with her left, and I'm happy.
Yeah. Yep. Oh. She loves that she's in the bookshelf. She's in the bookshelf.
Oh, okay. Yep, she's been exploring that. Hey, girl. Ugh. Got her.
Yeah, I'm keeping
Thank
an
you.
eye.
Thank you.
I'm keeping an eye on that because those little guys can.
Oh, they love,
tricky.
especially the females. This is because Charcoal's a girl. I got a girl in the house.
Yep.
All right, gonna get a real close up of the camera so you guys can see her.
Yep.
Yeah, she's sniffing. She's sniffing.
And she's like, "What does everything smell like?"
Yeah. So, let her.
But yeah. At what point do the Weasleys, the parents, go, "Wait a minute. This ain't a normal rat. There's no way."
Yeah. Exactly. Like 5 years, you could maybe make the argument like, okay, we've been taking good care of them. But 10 years, no way, no way.
No way. No way. By Ron's second year, the parents should have been raising some eyebrows going, this ain't right. Something's wrong.
Yeah, and it's like it's not like the thing is like omegas are a known quantity. Like people know what they are. So like the question of is do we have an omegas? Like that's a legit question to ask. You know?
Yeah, at that point, it's the mom and dad would have been like, we might have an omegas. Stun the rat, cast a spell that reverts them to their normal state.
Mhm.
Boom. This is a man. We could have had a murderer living amongst us.
They literally had a murderer living amongst them.
Yeah. And then when they find out who it really is, they're like, oh my God, an innocent man has been in prison this entire time.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, because like the question of is it actually an omegas? Because like yeah, they exist in the Harry Potter universe,
Mhm.
and a rat living that long, that's really the only answer.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way it should live 10 years. You know,
Yeah.
so like questions should be asked. God, I love you, Carol. All right,
Yeah.
I gotta go put her back. You keep talking, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, like Nick said, it's a question that we have to ask. At what point does a parent go, something's weird's going on? Like, we've got so many things that are just obscure and strange that we don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So yeah, I've thought about getting like a bird. You know, it's just something like long term.
Mhm.
Yeah, rats are great pets, but like their short lifespan makes things hard.
You know
Because
what
like,
I would
because they're so adorable, they're so loyal, they're so good, but they die so quickly, and it just rips your heart out.
Yeah, it does. You know what I would do?
I've had 2 rats literally die in my arms. You know,
Yeah.
take their last breath with me holding them, and that's
That's
rips you out.
heartbreaking. You know what I would get if I was going to get a bird?
What?
I'd get a crow or a raven.
Because
Do you want to know why?
crows can actually repeat words.
They're all so loyal if you're kind to them.
Yeah,
They're loyal as hell.
I wouldn't mind a crow or raven as a pet, honestly. I don't think they're legal to own.
No, I don't think they are.
If you're talking about pets I'd like to own. A raccoon would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
A red fox. I'm just gonna say it. I want to own a cheetah.
You know what? You and I are in the same boat there. I want a cheetah. Do you
Like-
want to know?
Because they're just big house cats.
They're big house cats, and if you raise them near a large dog, guess what? They start imitating the dog. So if you get a cheetah and a golden retriever, the cheetah, not as fast as it moves and all that, but its personality will start imitating the dog.
All right. So we think like cheetahs have like this big roar. No.
This is a cheetah. And they purr the exact same too.
Yeah. And like they don't see humans as a threat. You know, like honestly, I mean they're animals where like you'd have to have a big pen. They're like expensive to feed because of all the meat, but like you know it's doable. You know.
But you know what? That would actually be very good for the dog too, because dogs are supposed to eat meats.
Yeah, like I've seen like videos of like emotional support dogs in zoos.
Mm-hmm. The emotional support dog for a cheetah. That would be an interesting thing to see.
Did you hear about this one story about like this capybara enclosure? A cat actually entered it and became like part of the pack so much that like she actually got her own sign at the zoo.
That's cool. I didn't hear about that at all. You have surprised me, Nick. I live on the internet.
Okay. Okay, here it is.
Cat, who was accepted by a herd of capybaras at a Malaysian zoo, has received his own signage outside of the habitat, officially making him an honorary capybara. The cat's name is Oyen, and it's believed that he was orphaned as a young kitten, but he found his family with the capybaras at Zoo Negara, and he seems to think of himself as just another capybara. They've graciously welcomed him into their herd. Oyen has been seen within the habitat for the past several years, and over time he's become so popular that many people go to the zoo specifically to catch a glimpse of him. Because he's such a beloved resident, and he's made clear that he intends to stay with his capybara family, his name has now been placed in front of the habitat. Staff has indicated that Oyen and the capybaras seem happy and healthy with no signs of distress, and while Oyen has been spotted snacking on some leafy greens with his friends, he is fed his own cat-friendly diet. I'm Jen, and I post something positive every—
How cool is that?
That is freaking cool. That is freaking cool. That's I'd have to go look up the thing. A zoo caretaker found a baby cheetah. I'm not making this up. Its mother had died. She took it in, helped take care of it, and get it to adulthood. But then she was moved to another zoo. That caretaker had to come back to calm the cheetah down.
Oh, wow.
So that anyone else could come up and take care of it as well. But that cheetah thought that woman was its mom. That's adorable. I'm sorry.
Welcome back, Hooded Raven. We're talking about animals now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hooded Raven.
Yeah, I also like a lot of animal content. Like capybaras are like the chillest animals ever. Like literally, they're like that one friend that is like part of like so many friend groups that nobody has a problem with.
Yeah, they don't have a problem with them at all.
Like literally, there's videos of capybaras just riding on the backs of crocodiles as they're swimming.
And the crocodile's just like, you know what, whatever. I'm not even gonna eat you.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, capybaras. I've never seen anything attack a capybara, to be honest. They might have natural predators because that's how nature works, but I've never seen it.
Did you know that capybaras are the largest rodent in the animal kingdom?
No.
Actually, Hooded Raven, I do have ADHD, so yeah.
You're not alone in that. I have ADHD. That's why there's a total of 42 tabs open on my PC.
Oh my god.
Right now.
Oh my god. You have a problem, sir.
I have a problem.
But yeah, we're kind of... If you still want to, like, ask any Titan AE stuff, we're just kind of chilling.
Yeah.
The stream.
Yeah, we're just chilling. You want to ask any questions, go ahead. That movie, I will go back to it. Ironically, there were a lot of surprising twists and turns in that movie that I was not expecting.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the wildlife.
Okay, so I do need to say, we are a week away from the launch of Screecher 3, guys. Okay, just a week away. So next Friday we'll be doing a launch stream for Screecher number 4, An Owl's End. And it starts at 6, and we're launching the campaign at 6:30. Jason will be here. Forrester will be here.
Yep.
And if you have not signed up to be notified, the link is in the description below. Check it out. And yep, I'm going to play the trailer here. I'm queuing it up right now. This is exciting. Nope. That's actually not what I was looking for.
Do we need to hit the internet with a hammer?
Possibly. Here we go.
That's it.
My name is Avery Fletcher, and it's time to set things right. It's high time for this to end. For too long, I've been on the back wing, whether it's by Kathleen or her crony Shiva. Now is not the time for consideration. Now it's the time to act. I will save my father before Eden can kill him. I will right the wrongs Kathleen Johnson has done. I will do this, or die trying. How, you ask? Well, not as myself, but as Screecher.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty darn cool if you ask me.
Yep. And I get paid on the day it's launched, so you will be getting one from me.
Oh,
sure.
nice. How many issues of Screecher do you have so far?
None. But I was waiting for this one to come out to pick up any of them. That
so,
way I...
so actually, like, what's really cool about this campaign is this is the end of Volume 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of just queuing things up. So let me just kind of give you so here's the campaign. This is not live yet, and I may tweak things. Here's the main cover. Get all 3 covers. And then let me show you what the rewards are. So here are the reward tiers. All right. So for $7, you get issue 1 digital. $20, you get all four issues digitally. To get a physical comic, it's $35. Wait, what?
What?
What copyright? Copyright claim?
Oh, you're copywriting claiming yourself. You're copywriting the stream itself.
How am I doing that? I'm confused.
No. I think the joke he's making is that you're making a copyright complaint to YouTube about yourself bringing up your material on the stream.
All right, we're just gonna roll with that. Fine, whatever. I don't get it, but okay. Yeah, I'm just like going over like the reward tiers. I haven't actually done that yet. Physical comic, all 3 covers is $35, and by the way, free domestic shipping. Shipping is included in this, by the way. And if you want all 4 comics, it's $70.
All right, that I can.
But you also get a Screecher keychain and prints of issue 1 through 4.
Nice.
And then for $150, that's the Talon edition. That's going to be the really cool one. So it's going to be a custom sketch cover, and you can get a sketch done by the artist Forrester. So like, Jason, if you wanted Screecher with your character,
yeah,
you'll be able to do that.
I might.
Yeah, and then you also do get like physical 1 through 4, the prints, and the keychain as well.
I might.
So yeah, that's what we got. Yeah, so you'll be able to get all of Volume 1. It's pretty freaking sweet. And I have been working on Volume 2. So yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, and I might as well start dedicating myself to finishing my work. Uh-oh.
And then another thing is, so as far as the status of Screecher, the last part of the colors are being worked on. I'll have that by September 30th. And then the letters will follow a few days afterwards. And then from there, it's pretty much done. Forrester's going to go back and make like some final tweaks, kind of get that all shape and whatever. But yeah, so we'll be pretty much done before it launches. Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
And as far as Lost Kingdom, I'm still getting it out to the Kickstarter backers. Critical Blast sent me a bunch of books that I need to sign. Then I'll send those back to him on the 1st, and then those will be shipped out to backers. Oh, and there will also, by the way, as far as Screecher, there will be add-ons to get them signed by both me and Forrester.
Mm-hmm.
It helps that Forrester lives in the U.S., so it makes shipping a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Because like we're gonna have to ship over a bunch of the talent editions we're having to sign anyway. So like honestly, any other book that people need signed, whatever.
Well, it's not like we're asking you to make the Necronomicon.
No. No, don't ask me to do that, please. Anything but that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to pull out a book somewhere. Oh.
So yeah, what we got going, by the way, as far as the laptop saga, I know I've kind of shared about it. Yeah, right now Audible is having like some issues or whatever. I do want to do an audio book that'll probably be its own Kickstarter, honestly. Plus, I kind of want to do a revised version of Lost Kingdom before I do that, but it's in the cards. So I have been streaming on the laptop the entire time. I got it back from the person. I had to kind of finish the repairs myself, whatever. But yeah. So PC's back up and running. I got a cooling pad I've been using. So yeah.
So it didn't get nuked.
No. Basically, it was a thermal issue. And it was pretty dusty. He cleaned it out. And I guess there were some driver issues that like he didn't even touch. So there was some frustration there. I ended up kind of installing something, the Intel drivers, and it seemed to kind of fix the issue. So we're back. I mean, he did clean it out. He did like repaste and reset the CPU. So it's not like he didn't do nothing.
Yeah, it's just there were certain things either he couldn't do or didn't think of doing. That's forget.
I don't want to say too much publicly, but he kept kind of giving me excuses like I'm not a gamer, but he's a PC tech. He should know this stuff, So I won't be using him again. No, I'm not going to name him because that's just not what.
No, that's not. There's no need for that. I would only name somebody like him if they literally destroyed my computer.
Yeah, and like he did do some stuff that helped or whatever. Like honestly, if I were to leave a Google review, he'd get 3 stars.
Yeah,
because he did do some stuff that helped.
He did some good work, but others could have been better.
Yeah, not someone I'm going to be going with again.
He didn't EMP your PC, so you're good.
Yeah, so, and honestly, I didn't have to pay too much to get it done, so, yeah, it's probably best case scenario, and I probably needed to get it cleaned and had new thermal paste applied anyway. And this was a kick in the pants to finally buy a proper cooling pad. So I bought one off Amazon for like $20. So we're all good.
Amazon's not that bad about getting some of the things you need.
Yeah.
Sadly, I can't get my nuclear reactor from Amazon, but we're working on it.
Not yet, anyway. So yeah. So what we got going on is Saturday. We're doing our Saturday stream. I still have the save files for Wind Waker, but there's an entire episode that is lost media. I privated it on YouTube. To be honest, I am not proud of my actions. The way I spoke to Jason Ingram was very much uncalled for. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to be releasing that episode. And so with the lost episode, honestly, I feel like time for a new game. So we're just starting fresh. We're doing Arkham Knight. It's going to be fun.
Which is a game I never played, so I'll help you as much as I can. But unless you want Batman stubbing his toe off the cliff, no.
It's fine. Google shall be your friend.
Yes, it will be.
Well, thing is, I've done Batman Arkham Asylum. I've done Arkham City. I just need to finish the trilogy at this point.
Yeah.
And plus, honestly, it's the season. It's spooky season. Batman Arkham Knight fits in well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do our Saturday stream. We're going to do Monday Night Madness. Haven't determined the topic yet, but there's a poll on RJ's thing. You can check that out. Tuesday, doing our Tuesday thing, and then Friday is going to be the launch stream for Screecher. So that will be good. Get rated back that we're going for $1,800. I'm hoping we can get like a third to maybe halfway funded. Halfway funded would be 900. A third, I don't know because math and me are not on speaking terms right now. But yeah, that's what we got going for you. Next con is not till November, so we got all of October dedicated to Streacher. I do want to say thank you to the Drawn and Quartered crew for having me on their stream last night. There was some amazing art for Streacher. They all did their fan art and whatnot, and I may be in talks with one of them to have them be maybe do a T-shirt design with them.
Nice.
It's not a done deal yet, but if you watch the stream, I think you can probably guess who it is. But I've had some talks with them. It's like a maybe. They're gonna do some tweaks to the design, but yeah, I think that'll be cool.
Well, I mean, they're not giving Screecher a rocket launcher. Come on.
No, she has rocket boots. She's all good. No, she literally has rocket boots.
Oh no, I believe you. I haven't read this comic book. You're the one who created her. You know what she is.
I know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. So yeah. All right. So we're gonna cap this off.
Yep.
Jason, any final words?
We need a bigger boat.
Okay. Okay.
What? What the fuck?
All right. So this has been Nick for the Phoenix Press, and remember, I can only show you the door. You don't have to walk through it.